Hi, I'm Pastor Rashawn Bay,
And I'm First Lady Wanda Bay.
and we're with PHP Agency, EBE South.
And Your Future Counts Financial Services.
We are just so blessed by what PHP has allowed us to do and an opportunity to brand ourselves, EBE South, Your Future Counts Financial Services. But most importantly, being able to brand our ministry as Pastor Rashawn Bay and First Lady Bay. It's amazing how this company allows you to be yourself. And that's huge. Not only the opportunity as pastors, but African American people as well. Over 85% of the company is minority, which is the majority. And it's Latino, it's Hispanic, it's Black, it's white, it's Chinese, Asian, Indian. It's people of all colors from all over the world. And I just love that because coming from where I come from, unless you had a degree, which I don't, unless you had a silver spoon, I didn't, unless you come from a wealthy family, I didn't. The opportunities were very slim. Growing up in the hood, Oakland, California, this opportunity and this company allowed somebody like me that said all hope was gone. They said, now you have a second chance.
And I thank God for this opportunity. Coming from the background of 11 brothers and sisters out of this small country town of Saucia, Mississippi, and being able to be on this platform right now with the PHP organization. And it also allowed us to be who we are, Pastor Rashawn Bay and First Lady Wanda Bay. And they call us by our name, so we don't have to cover up our real identity.
Yes.
We can let our identity show. But I'm so thankful and grateful and I'm thankful for you even having a chance to come into this business, whoever you are,
Yes.
however you are, whatever color you are. It doesn't even matter if you're a nurse, a teacher, a Taco Bell worker, whatever the case may be. There's an opportunity for you here at PHP Company, EBE South, Your Future Count Financial Services. And as I think about PHP, it's kind of similar. It's allowing me to, when I look at my dad and his drive that he had, rest his soul, the drive that he had, the more I think about it, the effort that he has, that's the effort that I have to put into the PHP. That's the effort that we have to put into this business, because this is not just, we're not working for PHP. We're working for ourselves and our family. PHP it allow us this opportunity. I'm telling you guys, we have the most, and once you see our compensation plan, our CEO Patrick David said it's the most sexiest, and it is sexy because it's so simple and it's so easy to get. But guess what? We have to change our mindset, because if I want more for my family, yes, I have to go out there and work for it. Yes, it's gonna be some days to where you want to just give up. I can just imagine how many days my dad just really wanted to give up. Being a blind man, going into the store, holding my mom by the shoulder, or holding the buggy while my mom pushed the buggy, or he pushing the buggy and my mom's guiding it. I can just imagine how many times that man really, really wanted to give up. And I know that looking at my dad, I'm tackling this business myself, my personal, just like my dad tackled life. Hard times gonna come. Times that I just want to say, you know what, forget about it. But we gotta understand, it's gonna take time, but time will get there. I always tell myself, time heals everything. With time, anything can happen with time. But you just gotta allow yourself. You gotta be dedicated. You gotta give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance to see what PHP can do for you, because it's doing so much for me and my family. It's doing so much for my husband. I thank God for his friend even just being that thorn in the side to allow him to keep asking, come on, man. He put him off like 5 times. And I thank God, but that 5th time coming into this thing, that he asking, man, I'm just going to give it a try. I'm just going to give it a try. And when he gave it a try, I'm a school teacher. I was a school teacher for 15 years. you know, and where he's at, where he have put us, when my husband had got us right now, I'm no longer a school teacher. I'm going into this business full time because, you know, it's gonna work better with the two of us. It's gonna work best with the two of us. Putting both of these heads, yeah, we're gonna clash. You know, he already done some things that I ain't like, but you know, at the end of the day, it's for the best. You know, it's for the best. He came in changing up stuff. I ain't really care about it, you know, but I'm like, whatever. You know, why not have it, you know? But it's gonna be times to where we're gonna bump heads, you know, where he gonna do something I don't like, when I'm gonna do something like that I don't like. But guess what? We're just gonna have to figure out a way to agree to disagree. We're gonna have to figure out that way. But times will get a little tough. Hang in there, because don't sell yourself short by just giving up. Let's see where you're gonna be by the end of the year. And thank God, you're gonna tell yourself, man, I'm sure, I thank God that I didn't give up, that I had some people that's gonna push me. They're gonna push me to be successful, to be that entrepreneur. Now, I remind you now, when you ask people questions, if they ain't going in the same way in the same direction you're going, don't ask them, because they're probably gonna give you some negative information and gonna transform your mind back into that negative situation. If they're driving a 1995 Buick or something, and you're driving this Lexus, that friendship ain't even really on the same level. That friendship is not on the same level. So be mindful who you're gonna ask, who you're gonna ask to come with you in this business. Be mindful. Don't set yourself up for failure. Stay positive in this whole thing, and watch how you grow into this PHP company.
You know, looking back at my life and looking at the mistakes I've made, and looking at all the negativity I faced, and a lot of friends walked away. You know, a lot of families walked away. And that's okay, because I realized in life that some destinations you can't bring people with you. Some destinations you're gonna go with a few, and some destinations you're gonna go by yourself. You know, I come from an area called Oakland, California, where, you know, the chances of making it was slim. The chances of opportunity, because of the people that were my friends and family around, were very slim. You know, growing up in that area, you know, I know what it feels like to be on food stamps. I know what it feels like to be on Section 8. I know what it feels like to be locked up in jail. I know what it feels like to feel like your life is getting ready to come to an end because you've made some huge mistakes. You know, coming from a divorce, you know, I thought at that time my whole career, my whole ministry was over. How can somebody like me make that type of mistake? How can somebody like me fail like that? You know, I know what it feels like to sleep in my car. I mean, these are the stories of Pastor Rashawn Bey. But yet, when you see me today, you can't see them. Why? Why can't you see them? Because I chose to change. I chose to change. With us as people, every day we have to keep changing. We got to try something different. We got to do something new. We got to try something uncomfortable. When it comes to an eagle, when it wants to teach their children how to fly, they don't put them in a comfortable situation. They put them in a very uncomfortable situation. They remove all the soft branches and leave the thorns underneath the little eaglets. And if that's not uncomfortable enough to make it want to be something better, the eagle just drops it straight out the nest. And when it drops the eaglet out of the nest, the eagle has no choice but to try to fly. Now at the end, when it doesn't succeed, the eagle catches it before it hits the ground. But every day, every moment, it's trying to put it in an uncomfortable position. But the uncomfortable position is not to fail. The uncomfortable position is to make sure it can fly. Who am I talking to today? Today, you're looking at this video right now, and you're saying to yourself, I'm in an uncomfortable situation. But you can't be afraid to be in that position, because that is your development of what's going to make you strong. If you want to fly, you're going to have to be willing to be uncomfortable. You're going to have to be willing to be dropped from some places. You're going to have to fall sometime. But when you decide to fly, man, it'll be all worth it. You'll say the divorce was probably one of the best learning lessons I could have ever went through. Being homeless, sleeping in the car was one of the best lessons I could have ever learned. Living in the hood was one of the best experiences I could have ever had, because the development of who I am today came from the negatives in my life. And with the negatives in my life, it didn't do nothing but like camera. Back in the day with the film, you had what they called negatives that had to be in a dark room. And when the negatives were in the dark room, you had this red light that would shine, and that's when it would bring the exposure of the beautiful picture. Your picture is getting ready to be developed, but it first had to be through some negatives. You had to get to this point where you're watching right now saying, hey, I was looking for an opportunity. You know what? I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I'm tired of being broke. I'm tired of being told no. I'm tired of being rejected. But now here's a place where you could be accepted. Here's a place where you can come and make it your home. Be around people like our team. If you look at the office, beautiful place. A place of comfort and trust. A place of love and understanding. A place of happiness. You know, we got different people. You know, we got, Tabitha Hayden, who's in a wheelchair, paraplegic, who told she would never be able to walk again. But yet she's walking in this journey with us. She's walking in this journey with us, very successful, with 8 children, by the way. Started with us in November 2019, and yet turned this whole organization around with EBE South and Your Future Count Financial Services. It skyrocketed our business because she gave everybody hope. She gave all you mothers out there that say, I don't have time, I got kids. She gave you some hope. She gave you all out there, women who went through a bad situation, a relationship, and you've been left for dead. She's giving you hope. For all of you women out there that says, you know what? I didn't go to college. I don't have a degree. My parents are mad at me because they don't like the person I'm with. This was the opportunity for you. She's paved the way to show that if she can do it, anybody can do it. We have so many people. Victoria Rayburn out of Atlanta, Georgia, who recently popped out as marketing director. So proud of her taking this business, coming from a family where her and her husband together doing the best they can. Made a way. And she is setting an example for women all over. Running a tax business, multiple entrepreneurship, people that say, hey, look, I don't have time. But one person told me, Bishop Ira Bay said, if my plate is full, but my pockets are empty, what am I doing? These are the stories of real people. And there's so many stories of so many people. Ray Crockett from the Denver Broncos, who came on board with us. Hey, not a person that needed the money, but he was looking for the vision. He was looking for direction. He was looking for the avenue and the place to allow him to say, I'm making a name after myself after the NFL, to be able to change the people's communities, to be able to make a legacy and history, to do something for new NFL players to understand, don't make the same mistakes that I've made, but learn how to provide and set up your future. Just so many different people. Hey, listen, this is what we are looking for in this business. We are striving for excellence. We're striving for the next best version of ourselves. We're looking for somebody like you that says, hey, look, I'm not making enough. I want to retire my parents. I want to be able to travel the world. I want to be able to not look at my bank account every time I make a transaction. I want to be able to just get whatever my kids need at any time. Every day can be Christmas at any time if that's what I want to do. I'm looking for you. I'm looking for those of you that says, you know what? Time is running out and maybe I need to do something different. My friends aren't that motivational. Everybody in my circle is negative. Everybody is telling me what they can't do, but I'm looking for somebody to say, what can I do? I'm looking for you. I'm looking for somebody out there that says, I'm working 2 jobs. My time is being taken away. I can't spend time with my family. I'm working offshore and I can't see my spouse. I'm all the time on the clock. I'm looking for somebody that says, I want to free up my time and make it more productive and do something great. This business, PHP Agency, I'm telling you, is such an amazing opportunity. We have fun in the office. We laugh. We have good times together. We do virtual meetings where we're talking to people all over the country. We're talking to different ethnicities. We're leading different ethnicities all over the country. Like I said, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, Indian, whoever, you name it. We're all gumbo because, like I said, it's so many different flavors. Listen, this is where you can be who you want to be. You can become wherever you want to be, and you can go wherever you want to go. Don't hesitate and don't wait. We deal with the top carriers in America. We got AIG, we got Foresters, we got Anaco, American National, we got Global Atlantic, we got MetLife, Nationwide. We got all the top carriers in the world in this company. Very powerful. Over 100-year companies, all the way to 172 years in business. This is something where you got to get a background check. This is something where you got to get a license. This is something where you may have to get fingerprinted. You talk about legitimacy and being able to make sure that you are legit, making sure that you are accountable, and making sure that you're taking this business serious. We're touching lives all over America. We're dealing with different things like insurance, and we're dealing with things called living benefits, where you get a chance to access your death benefit while you're still alive. I think that's just powerful. I'm pretty sure you never heard that before. We also get a chance to help people generate things like income for life. We get a chance to help people be able to save their money from market losses. These are the type of things that we do as far as our services, world-class treatment and services that are going to help change our community for years to come, pulling people out of generational poverty, pulling people out of the struggle, making people be able to leave something behind for their kids and their family besides bills. All of our life in the African American community, all we've ever left people was bills when we passed on. But what if you can do something that people will always remember you for? Do something that people will recognize you from generations and generations to come. I heard somebody say the other day, the reason why you might not know your grandfather is because he didn't do anything. Are you going to be that person that is recognized from places to come, where your picture is hung up all over the house, where your pictures always passed down? They're saying, who was that? They said, let me tell you a story. It was my grandmother. It was my grandfather. It was my great aunt. It was my sister. It was my father. It was my mother. And let me tell you what they did for our family and how we're eating today. What a great story to tell. What a great story to live. But guess what? With your life, what a great story to write. You be the pen that puts the ink on the pages. You be the pen that creates your destiny. Your future counts means that everything you do today counts for your future tomorrow. I'm talking about a legacy, and I'm talking about something that can't be erased. I'm talking about free enterprise, building your backbone on entrepreneurship, building a standard. I just love what we're doing, and we're looking for somebody like you. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. What is there to research? Have you researched what you're doing now? How much research did you do? And did you know that you would still be in a situation of unhappiness? Did you know that what you're doing right now will put you in the situation you're in right now? I'm pretty sure you didn't. Why not take a chance on something that is going to be great? An industry that's over 1,000 years old. An industry that is never going anywhere. That's what this industry is. The insurance industry, the financial industry. Out of all the industries you can be in, real estate, pharmaceutical sales, car sales, nursing, being a lawyer, all these different things that you deal with people, all those industries during this pandemic slowed down. All those industries struggled during the hard times. But one thing I can rest assured about our industry didn't do nothing but index. It went up. People from all over, from virtuality, doing this on Zoom, doing this on technology, our business has been able to pivot during these difficult times and break records. I believe our office did $116,000 in business during the month of May of 2020 in the middle of a pandemic. I believe our team did 102 recruits during this pandemic. Unbelievable. While everybody's panicking, we are still doing business. Become a part of a family and a business that is recession proof. Be a part of an industry that is the oldest, Be a part of the industry that's in the trillions. Be a part of an industry where you can't go wrong, but be able to partner with the top world-class carriers in the world and run your own business right from the comfort of your home. Run your business from the comfort of your cell phone. Run your business when you're out of town on vacation. Run your business when you have an emergency come up where you have to go out of nowhere and leave the office, but yet your office is taken with you, because with PHP's technology, we have virtual settings. We have virtual offices. We have staff out of Texas that is handling everything for you. New business to compliance, to commissions, to licensing. You have all of that opportunity at your footsteps to be able to run that, and we're working it out for you. I thank God for this opportunity. We want to thank you, and we're so excited about what PHP has to offer today. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Me and my wife truly thank you all, including our team, including Patrick McDavid, Tigrum, Alexis, all of you guys that play a big part in PHP, and especially to our upline, Damian and Chelsea Mackey, Matt Sapala and Sheena Sapala, Money Smart Movement. We just thank God for you all giving us this opportunity, but also being able to share with those of you that are watching who are interested in joining our team. We look forward to being with you. We enjoy doing what we do to help people learn how to be an entrepreneur. We provide jobs, we provide stability, we provide courage, we provide passion, and we provide the next best version of yourself.
We hope that you will come in and allow PHP, EBE South, Your Future County Financial Services become a part of your life.
God bless.
YFC, your future counts!
First of all, giving honor to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Giving honor to my wife, who is here in the building. So listen, my topic today is why PHP? Well, first I have to ask a question like a lot of us ask today. Why me? Not why me in a good way, but why me in a struggling way? Why me? Why did I have to go through all the things I went through to even get to the point where I have to ask for an opportunity? Why did I have to go through all the heartache and pain and all the tears and struggles that I went through? Why do I have to be the one that sit there and have to get bill collectors to call my phone and I have to reject their call? Why I have to be the one that was almost getting my car repoed? Why I have to be the one to suck my pride up and say I failed in my last business? Why I have to be the one that got no support from my family? My mom said this was a scam. Crying as a grown man because I can't take my kids nowhere for their birthday. Why do I have to be the one to say, why me? Praying every day, questioning God as a pastor. But then I met Damian. Well, I've been knowing Damian all my life, which I told him no 5 times to PHP because I was doing well in my credit business that left me high and dry. But then at the end of the day, why not me? Why not can I take the challenge and the struggle? Why not did I have to go through what I went through? Because sometimes you got to thank God for the things that did not work out.
30 seconds.
Because
Yes. 20 seconds.
Because if I hadn't have struggled, if I hadn't have went through what I went through, if I hadn't have been broke, busted, and disgusted, I would have never chose PHP.
Yes. 10 seconds.
So what I have to say today, you guys, all of you guys declare that this is the last time I'll ever be broke as this. This is the last time I'll go through a season like this. My name I signed my MD paperwork 2 days ago, and now PHP, here I come. God bless you.